Alright, welcome back everyone. Bienvenidos a todos. Hoy es el día número 24. It is day 34. It is day 34. We are in the last unit. We are on the last unit of section 2. So tomorrow, ideally tomorrow, I haven't decided if I'm going to do the lesson tomorrow. I think for Duolingo, we're not going to do the lesson for tomorrow, perhaps. I'll have to think about it. But tomorrow is going to be the section 2 review, or like the first tentative take session for Duolingo Spanish. So that's to cover whatever has happened recently, right? What is the current tentative routine that I have, and then maybe some observations and things that I want to implement in the future or change it up or something like that. And it's very different from the thing from May's reintroduction of Japanese. Like the routine is very, very different, largely because of what is accessible and what other things that aren't required anymore. So we'll get into that, and what other features, lots of types of features and stuff are available, obviously, for Spanish. We have two things to catch up today. I'd like to also go over the previous one because it wasn't that great. And then the evening, I actually did 6 podcasts, right, and 2 adventures because we were playing catch up from the day before, right? Okie dokie, so let's get into it. I'm gonna combine the previous one. It's not too bad for this one. So this is unit 25 was focusing on a grammar point, which is using pronouns. So that's more like the idea of using me, he, and nos specifically, and adding specific thing like comprar, for example, or like escuchar. So to listen or buy something for that thing. So direct object, that's what they're referring to as pronouns. And that was a whole thing. That was pretty much almost all of it, with 4 different new things of all things. We have muñeca, muñeca, muñeca. Uh-oh. What was it? They're all related too. If I don't remember one of them, I can't get the others. Oh. Idioma. Idioma, which then leads to Alemán. Oh, is that before? De verdad? Oh, that's from our previous one. Okay, so let's add the other ones, because there wasn't much in this unit in terms of way of new vocabulary. The previous one felt like preferences and stuff. So they focus on tener, using things in conjunction with tener, like puesto, ganas, frío, calor, sueño, miedo. I got miedo this time, but I feel like I'm missing something else now. Jeez. And then we got adjectives like largo, jóvenes, which contrasts with old. Oh no, more like adulto. And oh, I don't know if Severin, visitar and whatnot is in there. Oh no, I think that's from previous. De verdad. Hmm. There's something else that's paired up. Yeah, it was a pretty good reiteration. Okay. So, for Unit 24's podcast, maybe I can get reminded. Podcast 1. Maybe I can jog some memory. I look at the titles. So Unit 1 was Dancing with Grandpa. Oh, Bailar is one of them, of course. Probably even listen. Yes, yeah. Oh, we already have Bailar. Sort to some extent. So Dancing with Grandpa. And sure enough, this was Lily listening. It's a guy who talks about listening to music and preferring to dance at home. And sometimes their grandpa joins in. Kind of nice. Lily do be saying it's dancing. It's not that riveting. It's not that interesting, right? Dancing's not interesting. Which is pretty low hanging fruit. It's fine. Part 2. Moving right along. I think part 2 is Oscar. Oscar. Yep. Just a coat. So it's the Oscars Antique Roadshow. And I believe the guest described a largo, and marron, long brown coat. Yeah. Abrigo. And they like it. That's it's good for the cold, it's good for the Gulf, frio and whatnot. And Osgood was, he pauses and say, how ordinary, right? That's pretty much how he goes. And in the last one, part 3, which checked out too, sort to some extent, it's music and dance. So I was kind of hoping for Falstaff, but it was Lynn. And it's actually very much like the Dancing with Grandpa. So it's someone at home who enjoys dancing and listening to music at home. And the only thing Lynn likes to do is up her lounging game. That's what she want to invest time in, which checks out. And then for Unit 4's adventure, Unit 4's adventure was, so Lucy's gift. She's okay. Actually, let me see where this is. How much real estate do I have? Okay. So we're at. So there's some shoes here. And then here. Oops. Here we have some pants. And we have Bea and Eddie, I think. And then Falstaff is manning the counter. Here, Lucy. So Lucy goes up to Bea, and no reason for her motivation to buy a gift, but she's like, yeah, I need a gift for Lynn, her nieta, right? Su nieta. Then Bea is like, well, como, como es tu nieta? Tu nieta. So like, what is she like? And all Lucy said was like, well, she's tall and have short hair. And Bea's like, oh, why don't you buy her a pair of pants? So Bea gives her a red pair of pants. I was like, what the heck? And then they're like, oh, if you're gonna buy a pair of pants, you should buy some zapatos, right? So you go to Eddie and like, hey, can I buy some shoes? And Eddie's like, sure. Here are some red shoes. And I'm like, nah, this can't be, that must be intentional. So, and then Eddie says, don't forget to pay at Falstaff. Oh, and there's a little thing to the right. Hold up. Gotta fix this. So there's the counter, and there's another counter, and there's a bag here. And Falstaff is chilling in here. They go, like, hey, I would like to pay for these. And Falstaff, like, what are these for? Right? Well, it's a gift for my granddaughter. It's like, does your granddaughter like red things? And she's like, nope. Yo no sé. Right? Maybe I don't know, or it's just no. And Falstaff's like, well, then you might want to buy something else because that's kind of weird. And Lucy's like, she likes food. Yeah, you should go buy some food. So all of a sudden, you just go to the left and you have this bag there. It looks like food, like it's a food bag, a paper bag. And you discover there's a sandwich in it. And Lucy's like, can I yoink this sandwich from you? And Falstaff's like, my sandwich? Sure. And then that's it. That ends that. So her gift, Lucy's gift, she didn't end up buying the red pants or the red shoes, but she's just gonna give Lynn a sandwich that belongs to Falstaff. It was weird. I thought it was pretty funny though. Okay, all right. And then we're moving on to the three podcasts for this unit 25, and childhood dolls. This was kind of elaborate, actually. Sure enough, it's Lynn. Not Lynn, it's Lily, right? And people are describing like a family. There's this kid. So the kid says, or the person says, their family buys a lot of dolls for them and each other. And actually, that's about it. There's just describe, oh, we have we hang out with family a lot, and family buys dolls for each other. It's weird. It's interesting, I guess. But obviously, Lily is not interested. I forgot there was a catchphrase for this one that was pretty funny, but I totally don't remember now. What she said about childhood and dolls. Too much to take in. But really do be pigeonholing the dolls. But half, 2/3 of it was talking about family. The next one is maintaining friendship, which I kind of thought could have been something funny, but it's Lynn, and it's a person, actually two people. Two people. They're talking about hanging out, listening, your usual things to maintain friendships, like visiting each other, your use of many vocabulary words, and Lynn doesn't have time for that. It's all about her relationship with the couch. Don't need that. Imagine. And then we have secret messages. Was this one any weirder than it? Not particularly. Oh, this is ordinary. So, Lucy, whenever there's secrets, there's Lucy. Is a person. It's a person explaining to another person how his mother, I think, buys him lots of books. Oh, it's either his mother or his grandmother buys him a lot of books because they're teaching them Italian as opposed to German, which was introduced this unit. And Lucy basically basically said, this is too normal. Clearly, his mother or his grandmother is a spy sneaking in secret messages by buying books. You know, clearly, that's how that works. What was the adventure for this one? I don't remember. Zadi's new classmate. Oh, it turns out it's not Miguel. Nor is it Lily. And it was kind of weird too. Some of these interaction points are really funny. So, you're in the classroom environment, so this is the classroom scene. We have one desk here, one desk here, desk, and then an offset desk with the computadora. Okay, and then we had like a backpack here that becomes interest. Right. Maybe like there was a laptop here. And down here was Lily. And over here was Falstaff, because A bear also part of the class. Blackboard. There's this like blackboard here, a closet or a locker. There's Zadi. So you go to Lily. It's like, hey, you know, in Zadi fashion, I heard we have a new classmate today. You know, quién es nuestra cumpleaños? So, who's our new classmate? And Lily's like, I don't know. Maybe you should ask Falstaff. They go around, you ask Falstaff. And Falstaff is like, I don't know. They're here, though. They're in our class. And you're like, where do you click? So naturally, I thought this classmate would be just chilling in the locker. But no, not in the locker. Turns out, Bea was hiding behind the board. And it was Bea. And then Bea just like plops out here. Like, oh, okay. Hi. And Bea's like, do you have a pen? I'm like, no. And then we go and ask Falstaff, does he have a pen? And he's like, yeah, it's in the bag. So you go over here and you grab the pen and then you go back to Bea. You're like, all right, that's cool. Let's go study. That's it. All right. You can definitely tell that some situations are quite restrictive and some situations are a little bit more elaborate. Overall, I think they're getting slightly more elaborate. They're going about it. I think one of the things that are really weird is there's no situational emoting, right? In this, you can tell that all of these are the synthetic voices. The stories are not the synthetic voices, which provides an extreme contrast between the stories versus the adventures. Anyways, let's get into our Spanish unit. Tomorrow, gotta prep for tomorrow. So this is our final section. Let's actually quickly look. Idioma alemán. Oh, corso. Corso is what was related to that thing. And then that's it. And then the other ones, the other unit before the ganas de verdad, miedo, sueño, bailar, animal, calor, puesto, frío, largo. Oh, and then the counting, right? And then hambre and sed. That's what I forgot. That's fine. Irregular verbs. Which irregular verbs are we talking about now? Ana. Cada mañana hago. Oh, hago. Hago mi cama.
Cada mañana hago mi cama.
Hacer. Yeah, hago. Irregular. Papá siempre hace el desayuno. Which is breakfast. I don't think we got dinner either yet. Oh, poner. Yeah, poner. Te pones el vestido nuevo hoy. Yo salir? Yeah, salir is irregular too. Yo salgo de casa de las 8:30. Okay. Siempre estoy, and of course, estoy en casa después de las. Oh, después. No, después. Entonces, probably entonces, and I don't remember before. I'll recognize it when I see it though. Hacer and salir are special verbs. They follow a similar pattern from the yo form. Yeah, salgo. Oh, that's okay. And then haces, sales. hacemos, pasan. That's what they consider as irregular? I think there's some weirder ones, but okay, so they're using hacer, salir. Poner is irregular as well. So they have more than this, obviously. I think they have 4 or 5 now. Tener is obviously not shown in these examples. Okay, let's go in.
El desayuno.
El desayuno. And then now we have el almuerzo and la cena, which is breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay.
La cena.
La cena.
¿Qué hago?
¿Qué hago? Or what do you do? What do I do?
Yo hago muchos pasteles. Yo hago muchos
just
pasteles.
pasteles. Oh yeah, Mick. Okay.
El almuerzo.
El almuerzo.
¿Qué hacen ustedes aquí?
¿Qué hacen ustedes aquí? Okay. Guess making. Pivot. Context. Or, oh, right. Making and doing are the same thing. I didn't even realize that doing was a choice. In this case, I picked the first choice, but making and doing, or hacer.
¿Qué
Yeah.
quieres para la cena?
¿Qué quieres para la cena? ¿Cena?
Necesito hacer mi trabajo hoy.
Necesito hacer mi trabajo hoy. Hacer
Usualmente yo tengo mucha tarea.
tarea late. Oh no, not late. Homework. But tarde is late, or a version of tarde. Usualmente tengo mucho tarea. Usually I have a lot of homework.
A él le gusta hacer el almuerzo.
A él le gusta hacer el almuerzo.
¿Tú haces el desayuno hoy?
¿Tú haces el desayuno hoy? A mí me gusta comer cereal. I actually haven't
Comer.
seen cereal con leche en el desayuno.
¿Qué haces para la cena?
Hago sopa y arroz con pollo. Yeah, that's how limited we are right now. ¿Qué quieres comer para el almuerzo?
¿Qué quiere comer?
For lunch?
En el almuerzo.
En? Interesting. Okay.
Mi hermana.
Mi hermana siempre siempre hace
su tarea.
Tarea. They do the homework at night. Hacen la tarea en la noche. Okay. What else we got? El diario. Okay. Instead of el periódico. Diario.
¿Qué es esa cosa?
¿Qué es esa cosa? Thing. Which we kind of have another thing, but not quite the same. Like algo. And maybe even a pivot to lugar a little bit on like nondescript things or nondescript objects. What is that thing?
Yo solo hablo español.
Solo, okay, only.
Ella solo trabaja 2 horas hoy. Ella.
Ella trabaja, ¿ne?
Trabaja. Solo.
Solo trabaja 2 horas hoy.
Ella solo trabaja 2 horas hoy.
Oh.
Ella solo trabaja 2 horas hoy.
Oh, no, that's fine.
¿Tienes el diario de hoy?
¿Tienes el diario de hoy? ¿Eh? Mi hermana siempre lee el diario en las mañanas.
Lee.
Tú siempre haces demasiado.
Is a repeat? Demasiado. Too much.
Demasiado.
Felipe trabaja demasiado. Él siempre tiene que escribir mucho.
Mucho.
Ellos no toman el autobús hoy.
Tocar. Oh, no, tomar. To take. Ellos no toman el autobús hoy.
Yo hago mi tarea antes de la cena.
That's before. Antes. Yo hago mi tarea. Hago mi tarea antes de la cena.
¿A qué hora vas a la tienda?
Antes del almuerzo. ¿Necesitas algo?
Hacemos la tarea después de la cena.
¿Antes
o después?
Yo tomo un taxi todos los días.
Yo tomo taxi todos días. ¿Ne?
Yo tomo un taxi todos los días.
Oh, un taxi. I forgot about. Ah! Oh, got these switched. Man, that startles me so much. Yo tomo el autobús a las 8:30. Okay, good enough.
Cosa.
Llamar. Almuerzo. Tiempo. País.
Yo tomo un taxi todos los días. Un taxi todos los días.
Okay. All right.
¿Qué haces cada tarde?
Every. So, what do you do every tarde?
Me pongo una camisa azul.
Me pongo una camisa azul. Well, that's one way to think about it. Putting on. Yeah. Yo me pongo este abrigo cada día.
¿Qué se pone la niña hoy?
¿Qué pone la niña hoy? Miguel se pone la ropa de su papá. Su papá es médico. That's cute.
Ella tiene que ducharse hoy.
Ducharse. Okay, shower, but ducharse. Grammar.
Ducharse.
Grammar. This is a grammar thing.
Ducharse. El niño no quiere
El niño no quiere ducharse hoy.
La niña tiene que ducharse.
Sí, pero después de la cena.
A menudo te pones esos zapatos.
A menudo te pones esos zapatos. You often.
¿Te pones el vestido nuevo hoy? Te pones.
Vestido.
Vestido.
Vestido. Nuevo hoy?
Nuevo. Hoy. ¿Te pones el vestido nuevo
Oh.
hoy?
I've got an article again.
Tú siempre te...
Tú siempre te pones ese vestido.
La niña quiere ponerse un vestido.
Yeah, they're really doing the se. Ponerse. I'm doing the se. That's a grammar point. Usually they introduce grammar points a little bit later. Like what I mean is they talk about the grammar point a bit later. I'm sure we'll hear about how poner became ponerse. It's kind of not in the English.
Ponerse.
Ponerse.
El niño no quiere ponerse los zapatos. El niño. El niño no quiere ponerse los zapatos.
No quiere.
Ponerse.
No quiere ponerse
Los leche.
oh,
Zapatos.
los leche. Okay.
Papá,
No, no. Papá tiene que
¿qué?
levantarse
Levantarse.
a las 6.
6.
Ella
Ella necesita levantarse
a las 7.
¿Por qué? Manuel
Manuel
quiere levantarse.
quiere levantarse. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember how they're viewing that.
Es un poco tarde ahora.
There's tarde, late. I was wondering, es un poco tarde ahora.
Tarde. Yo trabajo muchas semanas.
I work a lot of weeks. Okay.
Tenemos
Tenemos 2 semanas de vacaciones.
¿Cuándo sales del trabajo?
¿Cuándo sales del trabajo?
¿Tú sales del trabajo a las 5?
¿Tú sales?
Sales.
¿Sales trabajo?
Trabajo. Del.
Yo trabajo a las
las
5.
5.
From the okay.
Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas.
Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas.
Siempre me levanto temprano.
Temprano. Temprano. Early?
Temprano.
Oh, to pair with tarde.
Salgo del trabajo a las 5.
Salgo del trabajo. Trabajo a las 5. Or you could say nope. Okay.
Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
Siempre
Salgo
salgo a
casa.
casa.
De
Salgo de casa temprano.
temprano. Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
¿Cuándo sales de la escuela?
Usualmente salgo temprano a las 3. Okay.
A menudo tenemos días difíciles.
Difíciles. Okay.
A veces tenemos días fáciles en la oficina.
Fáciles. Okay.
Difícil.
Difícil. Nunca
Salgo de casa
tarde.
tarde.
Es fácil o difícil. Queremos comer tarde. Más tarde, later.
Queremos comer más tarde.
That's kind of a grammar point to some extent. All right, not too bad.
Yo tomo un taxi todos los días. Yo tomo un taxi todos los días.
Tengo 2 semanas de mucho trabajo.
I have 2 weeks of work to do. Wait. Tengo 2 semanas. I guess. Oh, hard work. That's what they want. Okay. That's
Yo
fine.
siempre leo el diario en la mañana. Yo siempre leo el diario en la mañana. Yo siempre
Yo siempre leo
la diario
diario
en el mañana.
Ups,
La
el diario.
¿Qué hago?
Él hace el desayuno cada mañana. El desayuno.
El
Hace. Él. Él hace el desayuno cada mañana. Él hace el desayuno cada mañana. Cada manzanas. Mañana.
On every apple.
¿Por qué Manuel no quiere levantarse?
Quisiera el diario de hoy, por favor. Quisiera.
Quisiera. What? Quisiera.
Quisiera el diario de hoy, por favor.
Quisiera diario
el.
Oh no.
De
El
hoy.
hoy, por favor.
Por favor.
El. I would like today's newspaper. Okay.
Nosotros siempre hacemos comida muy buena.
Mi abuelo hace el almuerzo.
Mi abuelo hace el almuerzo a menudo. Oh.
A él le gusta
A él le gusta hacer el almuerzo. A él
Él no quiere levantar.
Él no quiere levantarse antes de las 8.
Yo hago
Yo hago el desayuno para mamá.
Tengo 2 semanas de mucho trabajo.
So mucho turned out to be hard. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
A veces tenemos
A veces tenemos días fáciles en la oficina.
Nunca salgo de casa tarde. Nunca
Nunca salgo
de casa tarde.
Ella solo
Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas.
Cada lunes tomamos un taxi.
Ah, ¿Nada?
Cada tomamos un
un taxi.
taxi. Cada lunes tomamos un taxi.
Cada lunes.
Usualmente
Usualmente yo tengo mucha tarea. Mi hijo tiene que levantarse.
Levantarse.
Bruno, ¿a qué hora tomas el desayuno?
Antes de las 8.
Siempre me pongo me.
La niña tiene que ducharse.
La niña tiene que ducharse. Sí, pero después de la cena.
queremos hacer cosas diferentes, casas, cosas.
Pedro usualmente se pone una camiseta.
Pero usualmente se pone una camiseta.
Bruno
solo trabaja
en
en
la tarde.
Ella sale a las 8:30.
Me levanto muy temprano a la tarde porque tengo que salir de casa a las 7. Oh, in the morning. Oh, because she's
Tú
leaving
siempre
casa.
te pones ese vestido.
It doesn't actually say if it's 7 in the evening. The house.
Tú siempre te pones ese vestido. Tú
Tú
siempre
pones
una
vestido.
Tú siempre te pones ese vestido.
Oh, te pones. I forgot about.
Tú siempre te pones ese vestido.
Yeah, because we. Ese. Oh my. Oh, and I clicked on una. Dang it.
Haces.
Los
Los diarios. Periódicos. Diarios.
diarios.
Están sobre la mesa.
Mes.
yo tomo el
Yo tomo el autobús a las 8:30. Yo no comprendo. Esta tarea es muy difícil.
Tarea.
Okay. Fair enough. And that's a wrap. Alright. I'm always late.
Siempre llego tarde. Lynn y Lucy ven la tele.
Son las 6:30.
Ay, no. La fiesta de Bea es en media hora.
Rep. Bea? Oh, no, yeah. Bea's.
No puedo llegar tarde.
Lynn corre a la parada del autobús, pero es...
Pero es tarde. Demasiado tarde.
No, mi autobús.
Rip.
Ahora tengo que llamar a un taxi.
El teléfono de Lynn no funciona.
Of course.
Ay, no. La batería.
Rip.
Lynn corre al restaurante. Ella vea.
Vea, aquí estoy. Un momento. ¿Dónde están todos tus amigos? Son las 7.
She thought she was late, but she's not.
Tu invitación dice que la fiesta es a las 7 porque siempre llegas tarde.
Of course. Of course. Well played, Bea.
Pero mi fiesta es a las 8.
Dang. Even further late. But she was still an hour. No, she was actually an hour early. Yeah. Well played. Momento. Pero. Corre. Corre. Siempre. Okay. Well played. Well played.
Siempre llego tarde.
Now, those are
Lynn y
friends
Lucy
right there.
ven la tele.
Son las 6:30.
Ay, no. La fiesta de Bea es en media hora. No puedo llegar tarde.
Lynn corre a la parada del autobús, pero es...
No, mi autobús. Ahora tengo que llamar a un taxi.
El teléfono de Lynn no funciona.
¡Ay, no! ¡La batería!
Lynn corre al restaurante. Ella vea.
Vea, aquí estoy. Un momento. ¿Dónde están todos tus amigos? Son las 7.
Tu invitación dice que la fiesta es a las 7 porque siempre llegas tarde. Pero mi fiesta es a las 8.
Dice. Siempre. Corre. Batería. Llamar. Okay. Alright. Get our keyboard going here.
Tarea.
Tarea.
Montar.
Montar.
Cena.
Cena.
Almuerzo.
Yo
hago la cena usualmente.
Tarde.
Tarde.
Almuerzo.
Almuerzo.
Usualmente.
Adulto.
Mi hermana siempre hace su tarea. Hace.
Caballo. Adulto.
Frío.
Cena.
Yo hago un pastel de chocolate.
¿Qué quiero hacer hoy? ¿Una tarea muy difícil o ir a la playa y pasar tiempo con mis amigos? Voy a la playa. ¿Qué te gusta hacer los sábados?
Luis, ¿qué haces para el desayuno? Yo quisiera café, pan con queso, un pastel de chocolate y una banana.
¿La persona hace la cena? Desayuno. Tiene mucha hambre. That works.
¿A qué hora es el desayuno?
Yo hago.
Hacen.
No quiero. No quiero. A uno. Un. Do I need one? I don't. Intriguing.
¿Qué quiero comer? El almuerzo.
Whoops. That's you, yeah. I'm doing the reflexive. The reading happens every once in a while.
Necesito hacer mi trabajo hoy.
¿Qué quieres? Come el al.
Frío.
Frío.
Amar.
Frío.
Amar.
Amar.
Cosas.
Cosas. País.
Yo solo hablo español. Cero. Solo.
Solo.
Caballo.
Caballo.
Cena.
Cena.
Abrigo.
Abrigo. Demasiado.
¿Antes o después? Haces.
Antes.
Tú siempre.
Tú siempre haces demasiado.
Yo solo hablo español.
Hacemos la tarea.
That was wrong. Hacemos la tarea después de la cena. I clicked on whatever I saw in the beginning, but that had an S at the end.
Yo hago mi tarea antes de la cena. Yo solo hago 2 cosas en la tarde.
Los diarios están sobre la mesa.
Mis abuelos compran el diario todos los días. Después, ellos buscan artículos en internet. Y, en las tardes, leen sus libros en la playa.
That's a lot of reading. Mi padre trabaja demasiado. Él necesita unas vacaciones. Ellos, ¿dónde?
Tomo.
Tomo un taxi todos los días.
¿Qué es?
Esa.
Es cosa.
Quisiera el diario de hoy, por favor.
Hago mi tarea. Era antes de cena. De la cena. Oh, ok.
Yo solo
hablo
español.
Okay. All right.
Siempre me pongo me.
La
niña se pone un vestido blanco.
¿Qué haces cada tarde? Cama.
El niño no quiere ducharse hoy.
Ahora sí.
¿Te pones el vestido?
¿Te pones el vestido nuevo hoy?
Ella necesita levantarse a las 7.
Pedro usualmente se pone una camiseta.
A menudo te pones de.
Necesita ducharse todos los. Por él.
Pedro.
Pedro
quiere ponerse
su abrigo rojo.
Rojo.
Ella tiene que ponerse un vestido. pongo este abrigo cada día.
Tiene que ducharse, or ella.
Nunca.
Nunca
Te
te pones.
pones.
Te pones. It's interesting. So they're kind of like flexing between two ways to say the phrases. Nunca te pones, and I'm not sure if there was a distinction between them. Nunca te pones la camisa marrón.
Marrón.
Cada lunes tomamos un taxi. Hoy hoy me pongo mis zapatos nuevos. Okay. Let's put in some pronouns. Ella necesita levantarse. Levantarse a las 7. Okay.
Fácil.
Fácil.
Ayudar.
Ayudar.
Almuerzo.
Almuerzo. Semanas.
Ella hace un trabajo difícil.
Oh, wrong. I had a 50-50.
Conocer.
Conocer.
Tele.
Tele.
Fácil.
Fácil. Caballo.
Salgo del trabajo. Salgo.
A veces tenemos días fáciles en la oficina.
Estudiamos todas las semanas.
Es o difícil.
A
veces Miguel sale del trabajo tarde.
¿Es tarde o temprano?
Yo trabajo
muchas semanas.
Nunca salgo de casa tarde.
Sales.
Okay, sales. Put in some. Nosotros estudiamos cada semana. Oh, last semana. Oh, todo. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. I was kind of curious if you could or not. You can't. Or doesn't seem like you can. Él nunca quiere levantarse
Temprano.
no. Mi hijo quiere levantarse tarde hoy porque está muy cansado.
Ella sale de casa muy temprano.
Nosotros a menudo tenemos los días difíciles. A menudo, yeah, okay, fine. That's just adding for practice. todas las semanas. Okay. Alright. What do you want to eat?
¿Qué?
¿Qué quieres
Comer.
comer? Oh. Oh, yes. Lunch. Estaríamos todas las semanas.
Yo solo hablo español.
No quiero almuerzo. Gracias. Oh, desayuno. Oops.
Él nunca quiere
I was
levantarse
thinking lunch
temprano.
here.
Me gusta. Tarea de español. La.
Usualmente te pones esta falda larga.
¿Cuándo?
Cuando sales
Sale de trabajo.
¿Por qué Manuel no quiere levantarse?
Pedro quiere ponerse su abrigo rojo.
¿Te pones el vestido nuevo hoy?
Ups. Ah. Él no quiere levantarse antes de las 8. No quiero desayuno hoy. Gracias. Okay. Alright. Off we go. Creo que la tarea es difícil.
Yo hago la cena usualmente.
Ah. I typed the wrong thing. I typed the first thing I thought I heard. El chico no quiere ducharse.
Estos
Niños comen demasiado.
¿Qué es esa cosa?
Ponerse.
Yes.
Mis abuelos compran el diario todos los días.
There it is, the comparison between
Después,
se pone.
ellos buscan artículos en internet. Y en las tardes...
Yes. The comparison contrast between saying se pone versus ponerse.
Sales.
Which is
Él nunca quiere levantarse temprano.
okay. It's kind of hard to tell even from that.
¿Qué quiero hacer hoy? Una tarea muy difícil o ir a la playa y pasar tiempo con mis
¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces cada mañana?
¿Qué haces cada
Oh, tarde.
tarde?
Evening. Para hacer la cena para la familia. Desayuno.
Tengo 2 semanas de mucho trabajo. Tengo 2 semanas de mucho trabajo. Tengo que salir antes de las 7. Tengo que salir antes de las 7.
Heckin' loss. I've got loss.
Juan sale.
Alright, time for our listening and
El
reading.
retrato. Oscar y su amiga, Lucy, están en un parque. Oscar pinta un retrato de Lucy.
This one's
Está
cute.
bien, ahora puedes mirar el retrato. ¿Te gusta?
Lucy mira el retrato.
¿Por qué tengo el cabello azul?
Me gusta mucho el azul.
¿Y por qué mi cabeza es tan grande?
No sé, es tu cabeza.
Mi nariz no es tan grande.
Tienes una nariz muy bonita.
Sí, me gusta mi nariz, pero no es como la del retrato.
¿Quieres el retrato o no?
Lo siento, pero no lo quiero.
Un hombre pasa y mira el retrato.
Me gusta mucho. Te doy $100 por el retrato.
I had to sneeze.
Lucy toma el retrato.
Es mi retrato y cuesta $200.
What? Did they change the amount of money it was? I could have sworn it was more than that. Yeah, now it's a reasonable cost. Parque Azul. I could have remembered it was like 500 or something, like $500. And oh wait. Oh no. 200. Oh no, 200 is right. Never mind. I thought it was 500 for whatever reason.
El retrato. Oscar y su amiga, Lucy, están en un parque. Oscar pinta un retrato de Lucy.
Está bien, ahora puedes mirar el retrato. ¿Te gusta?
Lucy mira el retrato.
¿Por qué tengo el cabello azul?
Me gusta mucho el azul.
¿Y por qué mi cabeza es tan grande?
No sé, es tu
Es tu
cabeza.
cabeza.
Mi nariz no es
Tan grande.
Tienes una nariz
Es
muy bonita.
Sí, me gusta mi
mi
nariz,
nariz,
pero,
pero
no
no
es
es
como
como
la
la
del
del
retrato.
Atro.
¿Quieres el retrato o no?
¿Quieres el retrato o no?
Lo siento, pero no. No
No
lo quiero.
Un hombre pasa y mira.
El retrato.
Me gusta mucho. Te doy $100 por el retrato.
Lucy toma el retrato.
Es mi retrato y cuesta $200.
Oops. Nariz. Cabello. Lo siento. Mirar. Hombre. Okay. Alright. Let's do our personalized practice. Practice. Let's go. And then we get a treat.
Me gusta.
Me gusta este piano porque es elegante.
¿Te gusta la
¿Te gusta la carretera roja? Okay. Oh, love. Sure. Strong word. Should I add something?
Ana, ¿qué vestido te gusta? Ana, ¿te gusta?
¿Te gusta vestido?
Vestido.
Oh.
S. Ana, ¿qué vestido te gusta?
Oh, just
S.
kidding.
Guste. S. ¿Qué?
Ana,
¿qué vestido te gusta? ¿Te gusta?
Nos. En esta casa. ¿Te gusta ese vestido?
Ana.
Ana, ¿te gusta mi falda nueva?
Nueva.
¿Te gusta la música de Madonna?
Me gusta esa camisa porque es bonita. Camisa.
Es. Camis, ¿por qué? Bonita.
Oops.
Es.
I put
Es.
yes.
Señora Castro, me gusta mucho su falda. Señor Castro.
Me gusta su falda.
Mucho.
Yo su falda. Me gusta el sombrero.
Porque es pequeño.
No me gusta comida. La comida frita. Me encanta tu jardín. Me encanta la música de Enrique. Okay. Nosotros vamos al parque los viernes. Oh man, jeez, that.
Ana, ¿quieres esta cartera verde?
Mis
hermanas no están preocupadas.
Camila y yo necesitamos vestidos nuevos.
Ellos
van al trabajo a las 7.
Ellos van a la biblioteca todos los días. Van a la biblioteca.
A la biblioteca todos los días.
Ellos van a la biblioteca todos los días.
Sonia, Estos vestidos son muy grandes.
Trabajo. Carta. Mujeres. Verde. Leer.
¿Por qué no vamos al parque? Vamos.
¿Por qué ellas están preocupadas? ¿Qué? Ella es preocupada.
Manuel va al concierto con Patricia.
Estos zapatos no son interesantes. Estos zapatos no son interesantes.
Whoops. No necesitamos carreteras. Vamos al parque los viernes. Yo voy al cine muy a menudo. Yo voy. Okay.
¿A qué hora te duchas?
¿A qué hora te duchas? Ellos comen carne a menudo.
Yo voy al parque a menudo.
Los
vestidos verdes son grandes.
Señor Herrera, estas son sus camisas.
¿A qué hora se levanta papá los lunes? ¿A qué?
¿A qué hora? ¿A qué hora? ¿Papá? ¿O a qué hora se levanta? So, wait.
¿A qué hora se levanta papá los lunes?
Papá los lunes. Jeez. That order is a little...
A veces voy a la oficina en la tarde.
Doña quiere sus carteras verdes ahora.
Rafael no es muy simpático conmigo.
Necesita muchas camisetas verdes.
Hola, Isabel. Soy Lucía. El estudiante nuevo es divertido y muy estudioso. Se llama Marco y es muy simpático.
Rafael no es muy simpático conmigo. No, es muy simpático conmigo.
Estas camisetas son pequeñas.
Estas camisetas muy son pequeñas. Gotta do the legend. Let's go.
Lorena no tiene camisetas rojas. No.
Lorena no tiene camisetas rojas.
Tiene rojas.
A veces ellos usan camisetas.
Wait.
A veces ellos usan camisetas. A veces ellos usan camisetas.
Miguel no necesita sus camisas para el martes.
Miguel no.
Miguel no necesita sus camisas para el martes. Necesita sus
camisas para
el
el
martes.
Yo tengo 2 vestidos verdes.
Okay.
Tus camisetas.
Tus camisetas están sucias.
Sucia.
Sonia,
¿Sucias?
tú tienes unas carteras bonitas. Sonia, tú tienes unas carteras bonitas.
I heard. I thought I heard too. Man, jeez, wow. Mi novia tiene tres carteras nuevas.
Felipe, no eres estudioso.
¿Ne? Oh, tú.
Tú.
Sure. Esos estudiantes son inteligentes.
Ellos están muy sorprendidos.
Oh, I missed that R. Pedro, ¿quieres usar mis pantalones? Pantalones nuevos.
Estos zapatos no son interesantes.
Estos zapatos. Wait. Estos zapatos no son interesantes.
Estos zapatos no son interesantes.
Esos zapatos están muy limpios.
El niño necesita camisetas nuevas. El niño necesita camisetas nuevas.
Carla tiene zapatos muy bonitos. Carla tiene zapatos muy bonitos.
Oh, tiene. Whoops.
¿Por qué no usas tus vestidos nuevos? ¿Por qué no usas tus vestidos nuevos? ¿Por qué no usas tus vestidos nuevos?
Roberto y yo nunca usamos camisetas. Roberto y yo nunca usamos camisetas.
Mi casa es amarilla.
Okay. All right. Last story treats. Let's go. I don't work today.
Hoy no trabajo. Vikram está en la cocina. Su esposa Priti llega.
Buenos días, Vikram.
Un momento. ¿Por qué estás en casa? Es martes.
Hoy no trabajo. Tengo el día libre.
A free day? A day off?
Estoy muy emocionada. Quiero hacer muchas cosas.
Priti va al gimnasio. Más tarde, ella visita un museo.
Dang.
Priti vuelve a su casa y lee un libro en el jardín.
Hola, Priti. ¿Qué tal tu día?
¿Qué tal tu día?
Bien, pero estoy un poco aburrida.
Oh, really?
¿Hacemos la cena?
What?
¿La cena? Pero son las 2 de la tarde.
Es muy temprano. ¿Qué puedo hacer?
¿Por qué no te sientas aquí y descansas?
Why do you not sit here and talk? Rest? Oh, descansa.
Priti se sienta unos minutos.
Okay.
No me gusta descansar. Es aburrido. Voy al trabajo.
Okay. Emocionado. Martes. Jardín. I can relate. Ega. Llega. Descansar. Totally relatable.
Hoy no trabajo. Vikram está en la cocina.
Consistent.
Su esposa Priti llega.
Buenos días, Vikram.
Un momento. ¿Por qué estás en casa? Es martes.
Hoy no trabajo. Tengo el día libre.
Do it all the times. Like, maybe I shouldn't do it today. You know, I should really rest and then end up doing it anyways.
Estoy muy emocionada. Quiero hacer
No es
muchas
problema.
cosas.
Priti va al gimnasio. Más tarde, ella visita un museo. Priti vuelve a su casa y lee un libro en el jardín.
Hola, Priti. ¿Qué tal tu día?
Bien, pero estoy un poco aburrida. ¿Hacemos la cena?
¿La cena? Pero son las 2 de la tarde.
Es muy temprano. ¿Qué puedo hacer?
¿Por qué no te sientas aquí y descansas?
Priti se sienta unos minutos.
No me gusta descansar. Es aburrido. Voy al trabajo.
Emocionado. Minutos. Trabajo. Hoy. Martes. Alright. Wrap it up. Los diarios están sobre la mesa. Lee.
Lee. ¿Tú haces
el desayuno hoy? Antes o después? How do I do this? Let's see. Nosotros siempre hacemos la tarea.
¿Qué quieres hacer esta tarde?
We'll throw in. Ellos hacen la tarea at night. I'm kind of curious, no, en la noche.
Tú nunca haces las cosas bien.
Cosas. Queremos. Pollo or just pollo? And is it like en la cena or para cena? Para la cena and no el.
Sara hace la cena para la familia.
Hago pastel chocolate. Oh, that's interesting too. I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente.
What? Did I misspell? Oh, that's a typo. Trabaja tarde. Sure.
Ellos toman el autobús a las 10.
Tomás.
Oops. The wrong one.
Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente.
Okay. All right. A veces Miguel sale del trabajo tarde. ¿Tú siempre se pone ese sombrero? ¿Te encanta? Oh, right, tú.
Hoy me pongo
mis zapatos nuevos. Luz necesita levantarse.
Levanta.
Necesita ducharse todos los días. Ella se pone...
Ponerse.
Mamá no tiene un trabajo fácil.
Sales.
Cada lunes.
Cada lunes tomamos un taxi.
Taxi.
Ella hace un trabajo difícil. Siempre salgo. Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
La niña quiere ponerse un vestido.
Ellos
salen de casa temprano.
A menudo tenemos días difíciles. A menudo tenemos días difíciles. A menudo tenemos días difíciles.
Sara, lo siento. Yo usualmente no salgo tarde del trabajo, pero estas 2 semanas son difíciles y tengo que trabajar demasiado.
Oh, they had to leave early from the house. I thought they were leaving early from work. Leaving late from work. Tú siempre te pones...
Sara, lo siento. Yo usualmente no salgo tarde del trabajo, pero estas 2 semanas son difíciles.
Oh, they don't want to be late for work.
El niño.
El niño no quiere ducharse hoy.
Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas. Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas. Ella solo trabaja 2 semanas.
I thought they said
Yo
more.
hago
Yo hago mi tarea antes de la cena.
Mi trabajo no es fácil a veces.
Mis trabajos? Sworn. No. Mi trabajo. Jeez, that's right.
Mi trabajo no es fácil a veces. Mi trabajo no es fácil a veces.
A veces. Hacemos la cena temprano en la tarde. O en la noche. Either. Oh, okay.
Te pones el vestido nuevo hoy.
No quiero desayuno hoy, gracias.
A veces
Tenemos
tenemos
días fáciles
en
en
el
la oficina. I didn't. Oh, why did I have that L of all things? Jeez.
A veces tenemos fácil en la oficina.
Jeez. Él nunca quiere levantarse temprano.
Usualmente me pongo este vestido. Usualmente me pongo este vestido.
Mi abuelo hace el almuerzo a menudo.
Pedro quiere levantarse tarde hoy. Pedro quiere levantarse tarde hoy.
Nunca haces cosas ahora. You never do things right? Nunca haces cosas bien? Okay. Oh, las casas, okay. Sure.
Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente. Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente. Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente.
Usualmente.
Papá trabaja demasiado usualmente.
What is going?
Papá. Trabaja demasiado. Usualmente.
I couldn't even hear the u part. Jeez.
La niña se pone un vestido blanco.
La niña.
La niña se pone un vestido blanco.
Se pone vestido blanco. I didn't even hear the L.
La niña se pone un vestido.
Yo trabajo muchas semanas. Yo trabajo muchas semanas.
Oh. I didn't even conjugate that.
¿Qué quieres hacer este fin de semana? ¿Qué quieres hacer este fin de semana? ¿Qué quieres hacer este fin de semana?
Okay. Alright. Alright. Last one. Queremos hacer cosas diferentes. Ups. ¿Diferentes? No, diferente.
Yo hago un pastel de chocolate. Yo hago un pastel de chocolate.
Please, ayudar parte ver cosa. Okay.
El niño no quiere ponerse los zapatos.
Yo nunca trabajo después de las 9.
Yo nunca trabajo.
Las madres.
What?
Yo nunca trabajo después de las 9. Después de las 9.
Largo, abrigo. Semanas, pelota, gris. Okay.
Abuelo.
Mi abuelo, mi abuelo hace el almuerzo a veces. A menudo. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no quieres? ¿Por qué no quiere levantarse Manuel? Can I write it this way? I can. Okay.
Siempre.
La escuela es siempre.
Siempre.
Siempre es difícil. Me pongo este abrigo. Me pongo este abrigo todos los días. That's fine. Tarde. Jugos. Tele. Tarea. Enseñar.
Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
What?
Siempre salgo de casa temprano. Siempre salgo de casa temprano. Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
What? Jeez, we're gonna have to review when and where the calls are admitted. I put an extra day.
¿Tú tomas un taxi o el autobús?
Tú nunca haces las cosas bien.
Siempre salgo de casa temprano.
All right. And that's a wrap for section 2. And we got all of the stuff. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll try to do a review. I think I'm gonna pass on the lesson probably. What do we got for lessons? Let's drive activities. All right. Let's see if anything. We can glean if anything changed on the track. No, looks like it's structured. Oh, but I do see something. No adventures anymore. So I guess there's still. Oh no. Just kidding. There's never adventures on this track. It's only in the mobile thing. Just kidding. Same structure, right? It goes back and forth between. Oh, actually. The majority don't have double stories or double novel stories, but repeating. Yeah. So it's more or less normalized now. We want to kind of get through A1. See where A2 takes us. But I want to do a tentative since it's kind of close to 30 days. Why not? Otherwise, it'll be another 28 days, which moves us way past, somewhat past 50. And then we kind of see, now we have monster 50s. So we'll do like, once we get here, like 50-50 after the end of each section. That's probably how we're going to go about it. That'll probably take us... We're still going to do these 52, 1 unit a day. And then I'll probably slow down into 2 days or something. 2 day rotations for section 5 and 6. Alright. De algunas palabras. I know some words. You certainly do. Okay, what do we have from today? Salir, to do the irregular I, right? All of these have irregular I's. So we have the salgo, pongo. Didn't actually use tengo. Tengo, maybe. And then we got a bunch of things. So ago is a new one. So asir. And then we have the 3 meals, right? Desayuno, almuerzo, and cena, which creates the trifecta. Then we have hacer joining in the go party. Tomar is a repeat. Then we have diario, which is random. Diario, but we have después and antes. Antes and después. And then tarde and temprano. Temprano Got kada. Kada is a little weird. I tried something and it didn't work, and that's kind of interesting. And then the se, the levantarse, and ponerse, and levantarse. That's kind of a grammar point, which I feel that they're gonna cover later down the road as a guidebook thing. Not that much actually. Not that much. So still pretty smooth sailing. All right. And then what do we have for the last day of our stuff? Evening. And tomorrow, no unit, but I will be doing a retrospection for that. For the first 2 sections. Pretty excellent place to do it. Got some thoughts, but we have to iron out our current like routine, right? Since we were really working it by ear the whole time. Eyeballing. Let's see. Walking commute. Odd one. Walking commute. That sounds like a... Wait, let's see what the other ones. Humans in the park. That's a dead giveaway. With the word humans. And leaving with brother. And then we have Junior's morning. Interesting. Alright, so if I had to guess, walking commute, that sounds like a Lynn thing. Too lazy to be walking. Sounds exhausting already. Humans in a part, Falstaff, hands down. Humans is the keyword. And then leaving with brother. There's no secret involved. That's kind of hard. We're gonna say Lily. Big whoop. Right. Oh, so I'll probably go over these. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do going over this. Yeah, we're just gonna start the summary, see how the summary goes, and we'll resume as though the day will take a leap day tomorrow, right? Where I'm gonna summarize what the... I have like a format in my head for it, where we talk brass tacks, right? All the statistics that are more readily available from Duolingo, like just quantify most of the things, then go over the current routine, like the most recent routine, like this routine, and then do some retrospection on words, Spanish, maybe some compare and contrast a little bit with Japanese course, Chinese course in Duolingo, and then like Japanese and Chinese in a more general sense, and then do some reflections on some hot takes along the way with Spanish. I think there were some ups and downs. I think it was expected that you would encounter these kind of pedantic moments, and we'll move on from there. It's going to be relatively short. I think Duolingo in general has a lot of angles that are covered even stronger in the Spanish course, and if though, in my opinion, if those things did exist down the line for engaging in like Japanese and Chinese, that's fantastic. They would have to implement like compatibility and whatnot. Let's see. I think the whole idea of constructing where like you hear something and then you're imitating it, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, you're not doing any construction at all, but construction could come later in terms of what the other features are, where you add max to the top. But I think the foundations are pretty solid to get you past the early stages, if this is the pace they're going, to engaging in whatever your choice is. You know, the fun part, the part where you wander the desert and hone in using your foundations to capture something that interests you. It's something that I emphasize, and I'll continue to emphasize, that you don't view a product as the whole cycle. You view it as a stepping stone, right? And this Duolingo is often seen as a stepping stone, and criticizing it for being something other, what it isn't, or what it's trying not to be, is lacking perspective. It's lacking perspective, and it's also incredibly emotionally biased and myopic. Especially if you're already experienced and you look back, that's even more myopic, because now you have an emotional detachment from how you started. You have forgotten how decisions are being made. In my opinion, I start a lot of things, and yet I can still become a bit detached. Like when someone asks me a question about Duolingo now, or asks me a question about Wanikani or Hanzahiro, it's very difficult to elicit the same emotional intelligence without sounding a little bit esoteric and or unfeeling. Like, oh, how do you describe Hanzahiro? Well, I have a very refined way of describing what a Hanzahiro is, as opposed to, oh, you know, you use tricks and things, like something very simplified. And I think using Duolingo for such a long amount of time with an analytical approach makes it so that I really have low empathy or sympathy at this point. But starting a new language kind of helps with that all over again. In my opinion, people have a lot of hot takes. It's largely because their attention span do not exist with discipline. So usually when you make trite remarks, I'm probably going to retort and ask you to explain. And if you don't explain, that usually comes with some of the interactions I already had with Spanish, right? Especially people who think that just stating that they're a native speaker qualifies them to be some sort of resource for expertise regarding how one should learn things. That is something that we'll discuss a little bit later, based on my interactions. I think that still paints the vast majority of my experience, where someone comes around and laughs as though being a native speaker qualifies you to be able to have intelligible, emotionally intelligent conversation with someone who is actively learning a language. I think it would be incredibly inappropriate to go up to someone and they're learning like genetics or virology and say, oh yeah, I happen to have a PhD in biology. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything until you actually use your words and understand the person you're talking to. So that comes up a lot more, seeing that, especially in Spanish, seeing that there are more likely Spanish speakers than Japanese or Chinese when it comes to that. It's an interesting topic. I think that's a different experience. In fact, I give the crown to Spanish of the three when people overconfidently use their birthright or their heritage speaking as a way to trivialize and present a distance or boundary between someone who's interested in the language, like myself, and someone who likes the idea that someone else is learning Spanish, but really it comes off as the like detached feeling of, oh, I've already done this. Here, let me tell you some stuff that I've already done. Kind of like playing a video game and someone drops in, it's like, oh, I already beat this boss. This is what you do. That's how people do it. Like, great. Sounds like you want to show something that no one is asking for. That's kind of one of those things, right? More on that later. We'll see how it goes down the road. Obviously, I have a distinct feeling the Spanish thing is gonna go. It's gonna zoom past the Japanese one, but Japanese is a long road, right? And I still have yet to catch up with the Spanish that I was working on 20 years ago. So we'll see and gauge how well we catch up with that. This also leads into another occurrence where someone like made this assumption about Chinese being harder, Japanese being harder, and that's why Spanish is easier kind of thing. I think a little bit more of a developed comment about that too. I think very, very reductive commentary like that really demonstrates the type of thinking that a person makes. Like, it's irrelevant if a language is hard or easier when you're disciplined in committing the time to it. This Spanish is faster because I literally had educational background in Spanish. It's interesting that when someone speaks for you, they can speak for you based on assumptions that I reveal all the time and try to iterate, and yet there are individuals who claim they're here, they listen, they know, and yet they speak entirely erroneously and have intensely logical, fallacious, logical reasoning. I'm often curious, is that how you go about learning and detecting and advising people? Like, oh yeah, let's step back. This guy hasn't said anything in Spanish yet. So clearly there's no way this guy could have a background in Spanish. That's kind of one of those things. And I actually think I think of this for myself as well. When you're a native speaker of a language, do you actually notice more or less things about what you can do for someone who is learning a language? I don't think the answer is that clear, and it's left for rhetoric. I would actually contend 60 to 40%, a person who's a native speaker that does not specialize in lecturing is more likely to point out things that are not part of or influential on that person's learning experience. It's a close bit, but I would say 60-40, maybe even 70-30. So something about that, maybe tomorrow. All right, with that said, that's the end of our Spanish and our session today. If you're gonna watch this later, muchas gracias. Right. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, engage in the creative process, make time, or if you have time, definitely choose to invest some 5 to 10% in creative process. Sometimes creative process leads to problem solving, and I guess until next time, right? Happy learning. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hasta luego.